Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Eric Taylor, Taylor to Astrology, with another transit video, and this is for the Pisces full moon on my birthday, September 10th, at 17 degrees, solar return as well. You can't make this stuff up. So, hope you enjoy. Lots to talk about. Happy birthday to me, Eric. Oh, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I thank God every day to be alive. So, the Pisces full moon is September 10th, 2022, where the sun in Virgo will be at 17 degrees, 41 minutes, and the moon will be at 17 degrees, opposing it, 41 minutes, at 5:59 and maybe a couple of seconds a.m. on Saturday morning. So 2:59 Pacific, and adjust to your part of the world, because I know everyone's watching from everywhere, and I say hello and happy Pisces full moon to you. There's a lot. The moon will be conjuncting Neptune in retrograde at 24 degrees. We have Mercury just the day before, the 9th, retrograde at 8 degrees. The full moon is a Leo rising at 7 degrees. That 17 degrees is 8, the infinity number, right? You got infinity, money, power, manifestation, death and rebirth. A lot of energy there with the 8. And then the actual numerology for the day, 9/10/2022, is actually a 16, which goes back to the 7. It's the number of inspiration and spirituality. 16 is a really good number, but then it's just like the Leo ascendant, 7 degrees. All right, very Neptunian, very spiritual. Notice the pattern. Then we have Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, all in retrograde, 6 planets. Now, this moon is conjunct Neptune. It's also sextiling the North Node and Uranus in Taurus at North Node 14 degrees, Uranus 18 degrees. Okay. And let's not forget the semi-square to Aquarius, which is at 20 degrees. All right. In retrograde, and Saturn, I'm sorry, not Aquarius, but Saturn in Aquarius, retrograde. So what does this all mean? What do I need to do, Eric, for this Pisces full moon? Well, this energy is definitely a nice gift from the Virgo Pisces axis of service and healing for the collective, God source energy, spirituality, compassion, daily routine, humanity, the wheat and the medicine, right? Venus is in Virgo. So there's a lot of energy of focusing on self-love, spirituality, checking in, being introspective, being critical in a healthy way, analytical, and very detailed. Virgo's very meticulous. But really, when you think about it, because of these planets in retrograde, including Mercury, which will go back to Virgo, we've got to check in with ourselves and see how we are being in service to ourselves, self-love first, and then how can we extend it out for our greater good, for our compassion, for our imagination, for our creativity, to share and to really dispense through actions and words to others. It's a very healing moon, okay? I think that, it's things coming to endings, and it's time for us to be inspired with the sun trine Uranus, right? Sudden events can happen, sudden things, this spiritual awakening, right? Along this story and this process, as we're ending the age of Pisces and entering soon the age of Aquarius. And the age is around 2,100 years, approximations, right? We have to tune in and listen to the earth, our physical bodies. So Saturday is a good time to get outside in nature, go for a walk, meditate, do some prayers, some toning, but literally try to get grounded to the physical earth, or if you can, by some lake, ocean, river, stream with some water, right? Or the best of both worlds if you can do both. Because when you have the moon conjunct Neptune, this is super intuitive, psychic, tapping into the subconscious mind and the collective. And when you think about that, with all that's been going on the last few years, we're all ascending from the 3D to the 5D. But how are you practically taking care of your daily routine with your spiritual practices and vibrating? That's why it's the Leo ascendant. It's so perfect. There are no accidents, guys. We have to vibrate from our hearts. So it's not just generosity to others, right? Because Pisces can get dissolved and be the victim and sometimes be taken advantage of, right? The Pisces full moon. Michael Jackson, Prince, Kim Kardashian, my mother, Cheryl Taylor, Kanye West. The Pisces moon is so pure, so healing, so like fairy blood, like just so, but it can get into being the victim. It can get into depression. It can get into dissolving of the ego in a good and bad way. And so this is where the logical, analytical mind of the Virgo sun and Venus in Virgo, where we're told and seen, and most astrologers will say Venus in Virgo is in its fall because it's at home in Taurus and Libra and exalted in Pisces. But you guys, I always try to tell you that's not a death sentence. And you need debilitated or planets in their fall or squares and oppositions to grow, to change, to evolve in your birth chart and in your life. These aspects are so important. So really, let's take notes. Let's tap in, right, to how are we vibrating from our hearts and loving ourselves, so then we can connect with the collective, be a part of our Saturn Aquarius retrograde. Are we joining the right groups and organizations, right? Are we vibrating from our hearts? Are we being compassionate? Are we using our imagination and creativity to reflect back to God's source energy? And then when you have the moon conjunct Neptune and the sextile to Uranus and North Node, some of this energy in this time right now can be very faded in terms of really tapping in to understand your self-worth. Listen, I don't care what, you can't live your life for likes and loves on social media and Instagram. You've got to love yourself first. I had some friends say to me, oh, why do you like or love your own posts? It's kind of a weird question. Why wouldn't I? I work hard. I love what I do. If I put up a video about the Pisces full moon or about Uranus in the 7th house, you're damn skippy I should like it or love it. because I'm sharing wisdom and knowledge that I have gotten to share with you and to the collective and anyone that wants to see it, friends, family, strangers, and more strangers appreciate me than friends and family, and that's fine. That means I'm doing a good job because you don't know me and you love and respect my work based on my knowledge and my abilities, my intuition, my spiritual powers, my gifts, my ancient wisdom and knowing of this ancient wisdom and knowledge. Like and love yourself first, anywhere and everywhere. You got enough people out in the world that want to knock you down, kick you down, hate on you, jealousy, envy. Oh, who does she think she is? And who does he think he is? You know what I mean? You know who you are. And this is the time to recalibrate, be introspective, and make sure you're clear on that. Virgo and Venus is very practical and can be self-critical. It doesn't finesse love. It works at it. It's about service, and it's these tangible things. I want to do for you. I want to buy you this. I want to fix this. I want to get you the right jewelry, the right perfume, the right suit, the right dress, the right sneakers, the right car, the right new 70-inch television screen, whatever it is. And so how can you, here's an example. Years ago, I started this before I knew anything about astrology. You know, I always known about astrology, but it makes me think about Venus and Virgo. I used to buy myself a birthday gift since I started working at age 14 every year. So that way I knew no matter what, I got one gift that I truly liked and loved. Even though I get a ton of gifts from friends and family or whatever, it didn't matter. I needed to treat myself. And you should implement that in your own life. Have I done it every year as I've gotten older and, you know, a husband and a father? No, because, you know, I pretty much, you know, I'm good. But yeah, I think it's important to do it. And I might start picking it back up again this year. You know, it's the self-love and the gratitude and appreciation. You know, when you're having the moon conjuncting the Neptune, this is where we have to tap in to our spiritual practices and make sure we're emotionally reacting out of love, right? And letting go of any anger. It's a wasted emotion. It's not necessary. You have to let things go. Holding on to the past only makes you toxic and sick. Right? You don't win. You have to be present in the now and know the future is a gift. But you have to have positive intentions to create that future and put in the work with your expression, creativity, ego, vitality, your inner authority, sun, trining Taurus, Uranus in the North Node. It's time for your spiritual awakening. But this isn't just like a trine of laziness. There's action. Life is about discipline and action. Discipline is love. Knowledge is love, like the podcast. So you have to self-govern and be disciplined. You can't continue to wake up every day and complain about life and don't think those negative words and thoughts and energy aren't going to pour over your existence and then manifest into reality. That's what's going to happen. So you've got to take the innovation, the being the rebel to your own existence of the Uranus, and use this energy to get present in your values, your self-worth, tapping into your own survival and 5 senses so you grow and have your own spiritual awakening. You can do it. It's time. You have to. I don't care if you're watching this and you're 18 or if you're 32, 42, 52, 62. this is a powerful placement in terms of this Pisces full moon conjuncting Neptune. This might be the last time we have this with Neptune and the full moon in Pisces. Next year might not be in a conjunction. But the reality is that this energy is inspiring and it's creating that momentum of the infinity, the 17 degrees, to move forward and to create new cycles of self-love and healing and compassion and inspiration and positivity. Virgo has the receipts. Virgo's about the truth, about healing, about the personal assistant, about service, about fixing things, analyzing, assessing, and making things better. Only God's perfect, but Virgo wants to make things better. So you've got to take the initiative to inspire the evolution and freedom and liberation of your soul, Sun trine Uranus, Moon sextile Uranus. This is a very positive energy. And let's be honest, in Virgo season, Virgos, we're giving the collective a gift because the energy is going to shift and change. The Uranus-Saturn square is really coming back up, and October, November, and the rest of the year is going to be challenging. Yes, Jupiter will retrograde back into Pisces October 27th to December 20th, but, you know, we've got some tough energy still coming up for the fixed signs with the lunar eclipse on election day. You know, and the final eclipse season for the Taurus-Scorpio axis. All these planets in retrograde are letting us know before we move forward to Pluto in Aquarius, we have got to cleanse, heal, ascend, purify the last stages of the age of Pisces and how we're going to move forward as an individual, a part of the collective. And we have to get mature and get past the hatred, the division, the race, the this, the that. None of that matters and none of it serves you in any community. Come on now. I'm speaking truth. And I'm speaking love. So, really try to take advantage and don't sleep. It's at 11 degrees, but the square to Mars and Gemini from the Virgo and the Pisces at 17 degrees, it can be frustrating, but it's also sometimes you just gotta take action. You have to move. And sometimes it can be a physical move, a mental move, but you've gotta be the one that moves so then God can bless you through change and growth. The square is an opportunity for growth. What do you need to reanalyze? What do you need to be introspective about? What do you need to assess? How do you need to change your life for the better, forever, for good? Mars in Gemini for 7 months is the fuel to do this. For your emotional, sensitive, reactive, feeling, intuitive mind, and for your soul and spirit, your ego, vitality, personality, and creativity. It's on you. Stop blaming someone else. It's time for not just self-love, but you gotta rely on yourself to be self-assured, to be bold and confident, to be brave and courageous, Mars and Gemini. So take that fuel of Mars in the air sign, mutable, because we all have to be adaptable and prepared for whatever goes down. Right? Aries rising, this is in your 6th house, right? The 6-12 axis. So what do you need to do in your isolation and your spirituality and in your work and service and daily routine? Taurus rising is in your 5th house, into your 11th, right? So what are you doing with your kids and your creativity and your hobbies, right? Are you speaking positively in your political discussions? Are you planning things with social networks and groups and organizations? Are you tapping into the nonprofit and trying to help others and give back? Right? The Gemini, it's in your 4th house of home, 10th house. What are you doing in public and in your private life? Have you apologized and said sorry to mom and dad? Right? Cancer, it's in your 3rd. How you doing with your writing, your communications, your siblings, your neighbors, your local community? You know, tap in. Even what you write, even publishing a book. Is it time to share your spiritual experiences, your spiritual journey? Are you open to receiving wisdom and knowledge from a teacher or a guru? Are you being compassionate and spiritually tuning in? Leo rising, are you working on those values and the self-love, right? Are you checking into how you save and invest your money, how you're earning it? Do you have to be more detailed? Do you have to, and then even how you merge with your life partner, your spouse? Are you tapping in and learning some ancient wisdom and knowledge? Meditation, human design, astrology, tarot, metaphysical healing, doTERRA, ancient herbs. Virgo on the ascendant, are you working on your physical body, your health, your mental health? Well, get that routine down. The meditation, the prayer, the toning. Ask yourself some tough questions. Libra rising. What are you doing in private in isolation? How are you healing your inner child, your subconscious mind? Can you be more spiritual in your service, in your work, your daily routine? Connecting with people at work, Are you lashing out at others because you haven't healed your inner child? Scorpio, arising. 11th and 5th. Are you being of service, as an astrologer? Are you, tapping into nonprofits or the collective of social networks and groups? Are you trying to organize and build? Are you trying to do Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric on Saturday, September 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern? You should do that. You should come and join. And then how are you being more compassionate with your children and you're, going out on a date with your girlfriend or your wife or your husband or your boyfriend? Are you, really connecting with your children and helping them, being compassionate, teaching them spirituality and ancient history and knowledge. Sagittarius, are you connecting in your public and private life? Honoring your parents, but making sure that you're like, hey, I'm gonna start some serious spiritual practices in my home. Play more music, write, do some more poetry and dance. And I'm gonna be more organized and more connected in public and career in my workplace. Capricorn. Right? You're dealing with the ninth house. And the third. How's your writing and communications? Are you being inspired to share this blog or this work? Are you, really trying to emotionally connect to your siblings? Show some compassion. Be creative. Do something with them. Aquarius. 8th and 2nd, right? How are you taking care of your values and your money? Don't let others take advantage of you. Be more intuitive. Make sure you are purifying, and maybe some summer cleaning, fall cleaning, cleanse out the home. Donate some of those things you've collected over the years that no longer serve you. But also, how are you healing? Are you using ancient plants and medicines, medical astrology, different things to help you? Are you merging in a very positive, analytical way in terms of the intimacy? Don't be so critical of your intimate partners. Pisces rising. Okay? It's about I am and the other half. See things through compassionate spiritual eyes. Be the inspiration. Connect with your other half. Connect with people for business and contracts and negotiations where you're being of service, but you're also being very just rooted, very earthy, very practical and grounded in terms of how you're connecting with them. This is a good full moon. Enjoy it. Next month, a little different. A little different in the Aries full moon and the energy October, November, and the rest of the year. So I thank you for listening. I hope I wrote things down for you. Really try to tap in. Pay attention to 6 planets in retrograde. Pay attention to the Virgo Pisces axis of healing, health, service, humanity, the daily routine. And it doesn't have to be a daily grind. You can make your daily life whatever you want to. Be intentional. Be motivated. Be in love with yourself again. So then you can extend it and love others. All right? The planets, the numbers, everything's aligned. It's my gift to you on my birthday. I mean, come on. You couldn't even write this after what I went through last year. This is meant to be. The Pisces full moon on my birthday. Dropping the knowledge, the astrology, the love. God bless you all. All right? Happy Pisces full moon. And I hope you guys enjoy. All right? Eric Taylor, Tailored to You Astrology. And don't beat yourself up for any mistakes. There are opportunities for growth, learning something new, and doing it all over again in a new and better way. Okay? You got this. I got this. You got this. We got this. Bye, Pisces, full moon. Hit me up. tailored2coaching@gmail.com. Book any of my services from relationship coaching, astrological life coaching, business charts, solar return charts, natal birth charts, live readings, all of it. And I'm going to be doing some updates on my site soon, making it a little bit more pretty. And I have some new bundle services that I'm doing with my wife, so you can also go check out sabalepure.com, where you can get organic and vegan lip balms and trace mineral deodorant with different birth chart services. So check it out. SABALI pure.com. sabalepure.com. Check out my wife. All right? Bye, Pisces full moon. Later.